Our top story, 4 days and counting, millions of people in parts of Metro Manila and Rizal are waking up this Monday morning still without running water. And in some areas, people are complaining of low water pressure. Residents are saying this service interruption from last Friday was unannounced, and therefore so many households and businesses were not able to prepare for it. Manila Water says this massive water service interruption was caused by El Nino. They're saying there is high demand and low supply due to the very low water levels at La Mesa Dam. Maynilad also cut supply in areas south of Metro Manila to upgrade pumps at a water treatment plant in Muntinlupa. And we now talk to Metropolitan Water Works and Sewerage System Administrator Reynaldo Velasco. Good morning, sir. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah, good morning.
Okay, so there are so many households who are now suffering because of this water shortage. Have you been able to talk to Manila Water and Maynilad?
Yes, as of last week, Manila Water gave me the information that they are doing some information drive in their area, and especially on the low water and rationing of water. But perhaps before we discuss about the water, let me just say that the water source is Angat, not La Mesa. La Mesa is just a reserve, no? So the talk about La Mesa being down is not really the issue. It's actually, if Angat is low, then we have problem. Because 96% of our water is coming from Angat. About 3% coming from Laguna and about 1% from pumps, no? From other areas. And out of this water from Angat, 2,400,000 million liters are going to Maynilad because they have a bigger service area, although the area is smaller than Manila Water. And 1,600 goes to Manila Water. And this water coming from Angat goes to a common portal, which is in La Mesa.
Okay.
So the 2,400 million liters of water goes directly to the treatment plant of Maynilad, while the 1,600 should go to the water treatment of
Manila Water.
Manila Water. They're saying that the demand now is increasing. Probably it's true. Now, the water that should have anticipated this problem could have been the water coming from Laguna Lake, on the part of Manila Water, because they have a project in Cardona. In the particular case of Maynilad, they have their project in Putatan. So that is already working. They are now doing another 250 million liters per day in Putatan to anticipate the next problem. No? Because the problem with the water in Metro Manila was that we are now actually, and I must admit, catch-up mode. Because if you look at the project, which is actually the first water source that will be developed under this administration, was actually more than 50 years ago, and it's now only this time, during the Build program of the President, that the Kaliwa Dam, which will produce about 600 million liters per day, is being processed. No? So even the Kaliwa Dam, probably it will take only about 5 to 6 years as a reserve. No? That's why we are developing other sources of water, including Manila Water, which is exploring the possibility of a combined 1,000 million liters of water coming from Laguna Lake.
So for Manila Water po, what exactly is the problem? If we're saying that all our water in Metro Manila comes from Angat Dam, the levels in Angat are normal, what exactly is the problem for Manila Water?
I think Manila Water has always been drawing some water from La Mesa Dam. In fact, I told them, I know that it's supposed to be reserved, but they have been drawing water since then. That's why it's now on its low, because Manila Water has been drawing water from there, because probably the problem that they are having in drawing water from the Angat. Admittedly, there are really some problems there. They may not be maximizing the 1,600 because of probably leaks in the system. That's why this is now the priority of the MWSS. We are about to finish an aqueduct that will bring in about 2,400 million liters per day. And we are now in the process working with the common purpose facility to work on the Tunnel 5 to combine 1 and 2 tunnels, which are now 1938 and 1956 vintage, so that we can draw more water into the Lamesa common purpose.
Okay, that sounds great,
facility.
but when will consumers actually be able to feel the benefits of that?
Well, the Aqueduct 7 will be inaugurated on the 26th. But the Tunnel 5 has to be started maybe, hopefully, depending on the two, because this is now a common purpose facility. MWSS has no more borrowing capacity. That's why this will now be handled by both Manila Water and Maynilad. Okay,
sir, as of right now, and as far as you know, how many people, how many households are actually affected by this service interruption?
I am not really very sure because I hope you will understand that MWSS responsibility is to make sure that there will be enough water. The problem of operation, distributions, and all of that is handled by both Maynilad and Manila Water. Maynilad on the west zone and Manila Water on the east zone. So as you will see in the map a while ago, the east zone is the one having problem, which is Manila Water.
Okay, but I said, sir, in very basic terms, do we have enough water in Metro Manila, for Metro Manila, to last us for the summer season?
We have, as mentioned by Dr. David, who is the NWRB administrator. He said the level of water in Angat is still high. That's why I said 96% of our water is coming from Angat. We still believe that the water from Angat is still enough to provide for Metro Manila. Now, on the part of the Manila Water, probably we have to sit down with them. How come they are having this problem? But we already instructed them that on areas where there are low pressure or no water at all, they should be able to activate their water tank and make sure that the people will be given sufficient water, or at least properly advised when the situation comes.
Okay, so sir, you mentioned earlier that for Manila Water, they basically draw water from La Mesa Dam, which has...
No, it's still Angat.
It's from
1,600. The La Mesa Dam is just a reserve for them.
Okay, but that's where they have been taking from.
No, they have been taking some, maybe when they were, because one of the treatment plant is very near La Mesa Dam.
I see. So it's convenient.
Yeah, that's why
in that
convenient
sense.
for them.
Okay.
In fact, last year they did something like drawing water from a little farther inside the La Mesa Dam, because of course the middle of La Mesa Dam is the one that has a deeper water level. So I have to sit down with them how to go about all of this so that hopefully this worsening water problem will not continue.
Okay, well, you have a meeting with water officials this morning. What exactly is on the agenda, and what solutions do you expect to come up with?
It's really more of Manila Water, because I understand Manila has no problem. Again, we have to understand that Manila Water can no longer develop water from its what we call non-revenue water. These are the ones that are losses in the pipe, because over the past 20 years, they were able to repair their pipes to about 11% of non-revenue water, which is about world standard. In the case of Manila, they still have about 30, a little over 30, and probably this is where, in some areas, they are encountering some repairs. That's why there are no water, because we asked them to reduce at least 15% or 20%, so that they can save more water that they can distribute, because we are trying to avoid losses in the system.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much for your time, MWSS Administrator Reynaldo Velasco. Maraming salamat.